But you met with Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
So we have a question here from MJ. Thinking of Josh Allen, how does a QB improve his accuracy? I think this is a good question because change mechanics, how difficult is it? Because we hear this all the time.
Right.
The knock on this prospect is accuracy.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? That's something that you potentially can't fix or is very difficult to fix.
Yeah.
Can you fix it? How do you fix it?
You can fix it. There's no doubt about that. And again, I think the accuracy thing is a little overblown, again, with the Josh Allen. For some reason, we talk about him, but, you know, I've made this comment, but 2.5 percentage better was Daniel Jones at number 6 this year, and nobody talks about it with him.
There was so many other things to talk about with Daniel Jones, don't you think?
Right. I guess you're right.
Yeah.
But so it bothers me. And really, I broke it down last year with the inaccuracy thing when he was coming out of college and basically said if he got to throw the extra 9 screens a game that Baker Mayfield did, he would have been closer to 70%. And that's what he was being basically judged off. The fact that Baker got to throw on average like 9 screens a game and he got to throw 1, that was the difference in what people were going, he's not accurate and he is accurate. Listen, Josh Allen has some things to work on. I'm not denying that. I don't think the accuracy is as big of a deal as what everybody makes it to be. I think the one thing that's going to help his accuracy more than anything to anybody out there listening is, hey, just pull back the aggressive nature he has as far as throwing the ball down the field. It's okay. When I would watch film last year, he was always going for the kill strike. It was always, I'm going to fit this 40-yarder in. You know, and sometimes I just want to be like, no, throw the 5-yard route to LaShawn McCoy, and he's going to be one-on-one on the backer, and he might run for another 20 yards. So I think that will help. 2, the other thing he can do, and then when this comes out, we talked about this specific thing with Josh Allen, is there's some mechanical things you can do to become a better short game passer. And I think the biggest thing, just to wrap it up without getting too technical, is he needs to lessen his backswing, right?
Okay.
You know, just like a golfer again. Yep. You can't always go for 350 as far as you're going to hit it and just reach back and I'm going to crush it. You know, no, this is one of those things when you do throw it shorter, you got to keep your motion tighter. You got to, not think about letting your arm get way behind you for such a short route. And I think those are the things he's realized, and he's working on it.
He's a young quarterback.
He's a young quarterback.
And I'm curious because you mentioned the arm strength.
Yeah.
All right, so let's say we made this fictional contest happen between him and Pat Mahomes.
Right.
Who would you take?
It's close.
Yeah?
It is close. Yes, I mean, and I know that's people might be going like, what do you mean it's close? Josh Allen's arm is like, it's special.
So what if Pat Mahomes said he could throw?
He said he could throw 100 in
Mexico
City.
Yes.
Mexico City.
Yes.
Which, no, he can't. I love Patrick Mahomes.
You're taking the under.
I am taking, yes, because the extra elevation is not worth 18 more yards of throwing the football. I have a hard time believing that. Maybe he proves me wrong, and so be it if he does. Either way, Mahomes, we know Rodgers would be in the conversation for the strongest arm in football. Yeah. Josh Allen has definitely interjected himself there as well. And I mean, I think it would be you're going to have to throw it 84 or 85 to win the competition because I think both of them are going to go 82, 81, 83, somewhere in that range.
Who would finish dead last in the league?
Oh, and just long toss?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good, I mean, dead last.
And don't bring in backups at this point, but just, think of guys you would think of as starting quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Who do you think would be last?
Well, out of just right off the bat, of course, I think of Eli. Okay. I don't mean to bag on Eli here, but just as far as pure arm strength, throwing the ball down the field for distance, he would be up there for me. Okay. Man. Gosh, that's it. Yeah, I mean, Phillip Rivers for pure distance.
Okay.
I think he would be towards the bottom too because, and I've talked about this a little on my podcast lately, his throwing motion does not lend itself to power and great distance that way. So that would be up there to me. Those two, I think if we just looked at the kind of the starting quarterbacks, I think they would be towards the bottom of football if we just got into a pure distance throwing competition.
Okay. Well,
okay.
All right.
Satisfied with those answers?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Maybe.
Anybody jump out to you?
No, I think
Bortles is not a starter
I would have thought Rivers, I think, mainly because just the way he throws the football. And I would also assume at this point, once you hit a certain age, you're not throwing any further. It's only getting worse year in, year out. It doesn't mean that it has to drop way down.
Right,
but
exactly
it's just not going to be the case.
Right, like Brady probably could throw at 75 in his prime. I bet you now he can throw at 69.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And I bet Brady would sit there and say, what's the difference?
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter. One throw every 6 years goes 70-something yards.
It's not going to alter how many championships I win.
Exactly.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.